Hi everybody, Spider-Kel back once again. DC Chess Collection number 11, Ra's al Ghul, or Ra's al Ghul if you prefer. I always think it's Raz, but I know that he's being called Ra's as well. It's kind of a weird sort of thing, but I've always known him as Ra's al Ghul, so there you go. That's how he'll be referred to in this video. One thing before I carry on, I received a package today. And like I said in my last video, it would be nice if I received a package with all four figures in it. And that's exactly what happened. It came yesterday, but I wasn't in. So I went today to go pick it up from the post office. And there it was, 4 figures in there. So I have now got Mr. Freeze, Nightwing, Black Canary, and Harley Quinn. All figures that have their good sides and their bad sides. And yes, Mr. Freeze's gun. I now have an opinion, but I won't give that until it comes to that video, so you'll have to stick around for that. But yes, I definitely have an opinion. I think everyone has an opinion. So, but now I see what everyone was talking about as well, and yes, I have an opinion. But let's get on to Ra's al Ghul. Ra's al Ghul, a really cool character. I really like the whole the fact that he's been around for hundreds and hundreds of years and how he can regenerate himself using a Lazarus Pit, but at the cost of his sanity. It's a really cool idea. Aside from that, not a great deal about Ra's al Ghul that I know, apart from what I've seen in the animated series and the occasional book that I've read. He's not really a character that I know a great deal about or that I care for a great deal. I think he's a really cool idea. Just that he's a bit lacking in some stories that I've read, you know, and there's probably better ones out there that I haven't got round to yet. But yeah, he's all right. It's kind of like Poison Ivy, except I think he's a very cool sort of concept, a really cool idea. Just fails to excite me sometimes. I will say though, I like what Christopher Nolan did with his Batman trilogy, where he had Liam Neeson obviously playing Ra's al Ghul, and where he was kind of immortal in the sense that his name lives on. Not so much that he is immortal himself and no mention of a Lazarus Pit, but that the idea of Ra's al Ghul lives on and is passed on from person to person. That was a really cool idea. I thought that was really well handled. Personally, I really liked that the whole aspect of that. So yeah, I thought it was a good touch. But aside from that, not a great deal. So we'll move straight onto the figure and see what that's like. And here we have the Ra's al Ghul figure. Obviously, we've seen him once before in the Riddler review when I was showing the similarities between the Bishop pieces and how they look quite similar. We'll look at him now in a lot more detail. A really nice figure. I do really like this one. There's very little wrong with it. A lot of things good with it. It's a really nice sculpt. I find it quite bland though. There's just nothing that sticks out with this one. There's nothing that kind of like makes you go, wow, look at that. Wow, how cool is that? It's a nicely sculpted piece. It's a really good piece. It captures Ra's al Ghul really nicely. It's just a mediocre one, to be honest. In my opinion, it's not one that really sticks out. We'll go through all the details and we'll see what we have. Just alter my light a little bit. There we go. As I say, a really nice sculpt on the face. I do really like the way he looks so menacing, the way he is almost glaring. Can't quite figure out what's happening with his eyebrow. He's either raising one eyebrow, or the more likely explanation is that it's a bit of a paint smear. Not a paint smear, sorry, like a bit more of a detail flaw kind of thing. But we do have a really nice paint on the eyes. I can't get any closer. Oh, that's a little bit better. But a really nice paint job on the eyes. That is a really good look. The way he's almost glaring, it's really, really good. The whole face sculpt and his kind of like his little beard that he has all the way through, the colouring in his face and everything. It's a really, really nice sort of sculpt, especially the silver in his hair, where it's almost blending into the brown of his hair as well to show his many years, especially on this side, how it kind of blends into the brown. I do really like that. That's a really nice touch. And as I said in the said before, there's not really that much about it that pops, and it's very, very green. Although we do have this really nice light green for his cape with a more dull green for his suit. And I do like this gold detail along the edge. That's a really nice touch. Makes it kind of stand out a bit more. It's a really, really nice piece with all of that. And the back, obviously, we just have his cape. Very nice paint detail on there, though. No paint smears, no paint splodges. Very smooth, very fluid. And I do like how they have it so that it goes over his arms and like delves out to add that little bit more depth. That is a really nice touch. Also has his sword. Wouldn't be Ra's al Ghul, I suppose, without his sword. You know, he has to have that. And then through to the rest, very well detailed. Paint splodges, as you would expect, but really nice detailed and really a really well thought out piece. It just that's it. That's all there is to it, you know. And it's one of those ones where you look at it and you go, yeah, it's nice, but it's one of the mediocre ones. It's one of the ones that just doesn't stand out. It's just another piece, really, in my opinion. And that's pretty much all I can say about it without rambling on about the same thing over and over again. A nice piece, nothing wrong with it. Just on mine, apart from the eyebrow and a couple of paint splodges, bits of green on the gold bit here. But overall, a really nice piece. It does look really nice. It looks very nice next to the rest of the characters on the board. It's just not one of those standout pieces. Just not one of those ones where you'd look at the board and you go, oh wow, that's a really nice one. You know, it's just kind of blends in with the rest, which is a shame, but I suppose we're bound to have some of them from time to time. Still a really nice piece. So anyway, that's all I have to say, guys. Hope you enjoyed the review, and I will see you next time for a special review.